Hello, Linda from Linda Active here. Now I'm doing a little active chat for you guys today. So please come with me as we kind of do a chair walking workout. It's going to be low intensity, nothing crazy. I thought today for some of the segments I might just add in some light hand weights and a resistance loop just to kind of change it up a bit from the usual active chats. But if you want to, you can just do the whole workout without. I just thought the seated workouts are quite good because they can include everyone, even if you have sore knees or other issues where you can't do a standing workout. And it's better than just sitting on the sofa, right, listening to my coffee talk. So guess what today is? Oh, and by the way, here's little Minnie in her box bed. She has graced us with her presents, her fluffy presents. So guess what it is today, guys? It is June viewer workout submissions time. So if you don't know what this channel is about yet, definitely watch the welcome video because that is going to give you all the details. But basically each month I'm going to throw it open for you guys to submit your custom workouts by answering a set of questions which are underneath this video in the description. So go ahead and let's just do a heel in front. Go ahead and answer all the questions, keeping in mind that the maximum length is going to be 20 minutes for now. In the future, I might increase that, but at the moment, I just want to get as many workouts in as possible. Last month, my maximum was 6 workouts, and I ended up doing 8. So this month, I have decided to increase the number of winners, so the initial winners, to 10. So I'm going to be doing 10 viewer workouts for the month of June, 10 winners, so that's definitely good odds for you to get your workout made by me. So make sure you give me as much information as possible answering those questions. And if you were not one of the winners from last month, you can definitely just copy and paste across what you wrote on the last video. So just make sure you do that because I'm only going to look at the submissions that are underneath this video. Okay, so try to just copy and paste that across. I'm going to throw it open for 48 hours, so that as many people as possible can get a look in, and I'm hoping to get even more submissions this month. Last month I had 45, which is actually a lot. I didn't expect that many because I had only started the channel a few weeks earlier. So that for me was like a really good turnout and so many great ideas as well. Let's go a little side tap and open your arms. So many great ideas, diverse ideas. And the workouts that I did create, I hope you guys have already tried them. I had a blast. I actually just enjoyed myself so much making those workouts for you. And I had so much great feedback. So I thank you so much for that. Thank you for all the people that comment on my videos and tell me what you liked about it. It really gives me a boost and it helps me to just keep motivated, to keep making content for you. Not that I would ever stop, but it just gives me extra motivation. And I must say, doing these custom workouts has probably been the most fun I've had doing workout videos for you guys in 10 years. Like honestly, it was so much fun. So I can't wait for another round in June. So 20 minutes maximum, and then just answer the questions below and put all of your answers in the comment section of this video. And then I will create another video soon in 48 hours or maybe a bit longer where I'm going to pick the names out of the hat again and tell you guys the 10 lucky winners. And if I have time after doing those 10, I might even do some more. So I'm looking forward to that. Now guys, let's do something. Let's pick up our loop. I've just got a really easy loop and I'm going to put it around my wrists and then I'm going to walk in place. I'm going to pull out on the loop and just go overhead and down. Walking. Really simple, just engaging the outer side of the shoulders a little bit. Deep breaths in. Now because I was always going to create this video for the June submissions, I thought I might as well check in with you guys about some other things. So, have you tried any of the new workouts on the Barlates channel lately? If you don't know, I have another channel, my OG channel, which I have been running for 10 years. It's called Barlates Body Blitz. and it has 1,500 odd workouts on it. So if you don't know about that, please go and check it out. I have been uploading at least 2 or 3 workouts a week, and I also have a member section on there if you want to join and access another 300, 400, 500 workouts that have never been released free on YouTube. So literally endless content because I'm constantly filming for that as well. Over there I have a whole lot of walking workouts. Those ones are the walk and talk workouts where I chat about various topics to do with health, fitness, weight loss, mental health. So check those out for your cardio. I have also recently started adding, let's do a little kind of heel tap and a little figure eight with the arms. I have also recently started adding some dance workouts. Now I know these are not for everyone, but the premise behind them is to have 10 minutes of just letting your hair down, letting loose and dancing to the music. So even if you are not someone that generally likes to dance, or you might just not be very coordinated, let's face it, when a cool song comes on, or a good song that you love, everyone wants to tap their foot to it. Even the people that aren't very coordinated, they still like a good little tap, a good little bop of the head, or a good little sway side to side. So why not find some time when nobody is around to put one of those workouts on? Let's go across and across. So I'm going to the side to engage my waist, and I'm bringing my heel diagonal across. Maybe just try it once or twice. You can either put on my workout, and it's just 10-15 minutes max of jumping around, dancing around in a low impact way to just get the heart rate up, to get the endorphins flowing, and just to have some fun. Or if you prefer, just put your own songs on and spend some time just dancing around, being silly, trying to get back to your inner child. It's hard sometimes because we're in this world where we have so much stress and where we're constantly having to be responsible adults. But you know what? I have been trying very hard to find joy in my life and to do more things that I would have done as a kid, to be more carefree. Okay, we're going to go out and in, and just go back to tapping your toe to the side. So directly in line with your belly button, out and in. My shoulders are getting sore, are yours? So I have definitely been trying to find more joy, and dancing for me is definitely great enjoyment. So maybe if that's not your thing, find something else. Do some sort of fun activity. Maybe you like kicking the footy. Maybe you like playing some sort of ball game, even if it's with the kids. Maybe it's simply taking your dog to the dog park and throwing the ball for them and laughing at how goofy they are when they're like sliding to get the ball and colliding with things and all sorts. Just find some time to be able to relax in some way, to find joy so that your nervous system can kind of get out of that stress state and that you can have a healing time. I believe that anytime we're in a high vibration, in joy, in happiness, in gratitude, we give our body that little ability to kind of relax and to heal a little bit. Okay, we're going to change it and we're going to do cross punches, same sort of tap out to the side. Sit really tall, and by the way, I forgot to mention that I'm sitting on the very edge of my seat so that I have to use my core to stabilize, and I find this is the best way to kind of get more muscle groups firing. I also kind of like being up on my tippy toes. I don't know if that's because I've done so much exercise on my tippy toes and dancing, but I like that feeling. But if you prefer flat-footed, you can definitely do that. You might even want to do heels like this. That just put me off completely. Sorry about that. So finding joy. So on finding joy, I just went camping and I had an absolute blast. I don't camp a lot, but a few times a year we commit, and I've got a friend who looks after the fluffs and she's really great. So when we went to Japan, she looked after them for 2 weeks or 16 days actually. And so because of that, it just gives me the peace of mind. Let's punch up overhead instead. Let's actually put heels in front. So I have that peace of mind to be able to go away for a weekend and not worry about them, knowing that they're well and truly looked after. And so we went away to a music festival weekend. And it's so funny because in Australia, it's kind of like a very mini version of something like Burning Man. It's just like a music festival that they hold out in the bush. It's kind of underground, kind of a bit illegal on some national park property. I probably shouldn't be saying this actually, I might get myself in trouble. But anyway, it's just a bit of fun where a lot of people go and they camp and there's music all night long and you have a real community feel. They have market stalls there, they have wood-fired pizza. You take all your camping equipment and you just rough it. There's no amenities whatsoever, so you basically take everything that you can to make it as comfortable as possible. Let's go out to side with a side ladder or bent arm raise. So that's what we did on the weekend, and it rained a little bit. I'm not going to lie, there were times that it was a little bit kind of precarious there with the weather, but I had some ski pants and ski boots and from my trip from Japan, and I was fine. I was warm, we had umbrellas, and we just had a blast. And on one of the days, I clocked up nearly 30,000 steps because I did so much dancing and just walking around. And yeah, it was just a good time. Lots of friends came as well. So we had amazing conversations and just enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. So the reason I tell you this is make time. Make time to get away. Honestly, just do something different than you are used to. Let's march in place and punch overhead. Do something a little bit different than you're used to. Don't get caught in a rut, always doing the same thing and having to have a routine and having to control everything. I used to be like that. I used to hate being out of routine so much, but then I realized it was because I felt the need to control everything around me, my schedule, my workouts, all of those things. And when I realized recently actually that I don't actually need to do that, and it's much more fun when you let go and you're much more free about everything, and you're more fun to be around as well when you're more free and relaxed, then I just started constantly saying to myself, why am I doing this? And asking myself the question, why am I doing this? And punch in front, pull back with those elbows, and do I really need to be doing this? So asking yourself questions, does this bring me joy? What's the reason why I'm doing something? All these little questions can honestly help you so much to start shifting to a place where you're doing things because you want to, rather than because you think you have to. And that includes your workouts. And the entire time I didn't do any traditional exercise. I just did dancing and walking around. I didn't even try to go for a hike, even though we were out in the sticks. We call it the sticks in Australia, out in the bush. We didn't go for an actual hike because we were so tired. We didn't sleep that much, stayed up really late, and I didn't feel any guilt about it whatsoever. Having a few days off, just relaxing, eating good food, and in good company. So if you are so controlling about your workouts, how about we use this again, and this time hold it, so we can do little punches. Punches double time with the arms, single time heels in front with the legs. Try to pull out so there's tension on the band, even on the in. So yeah, if you are so controlling about your schedule and having to do your workout, having to eat a certain way, you know, even getting to bed at exactly the same time, even though all those things are healthy and they're probably good for you, obviously within reason. Some people overtrain and that's not good. Some people undereat and that's not good. But if you are just trying to be a healthy version of yourself and you're doing all of these things, but you're too controlled about it, you're too tight-fisted about it, and it means that you say no to social engagements, It means that you don't go out for lunches, dinners, breakfast with friends because you might not be able to eat what you want to eat, for example. Let's go up and down. Now let's just go toes and heels, toes and heels, toes and heels. So I'm actually bringing my toes up when I go on my heels. You have to use your core here. Up and down with those arms. Pull your shoulders down and away and your elbows behind your body a little bit. So if you're finding that you are just too controlled about it all, and it's not actually fun, is it? Like, ask yourself, is it fun to do that? Is it fun? Are you enjoying your life, having to have a tight, strict schedule about everything you do? I bet the answer is no. Let's go faster, up and down, heels in front. And if you're constantly doing that and saying no to things that could potentially be really fun, you are actually constantly stressing yourself out. Because your nervous system, it knows when you're doing something that you don't really want to do. It's cognitive dissonance. It's basically your inner beliefs. You know deep down that what you're doing is for a reason that actually isn't serving you well. One up, one down. It's not actually serving you. And so your nervous system is constantly in a bit of stress because you're just not really enjoying your life. You're doing things because you have to, not because you want to. And when you do that, you actually do yourself a big disfavor. You've heard me probably say this before, but if you're constantly under stress, you're flooding your system with cortisol, you're flooding your system. Let's go little turns, arms straight and pull out on the band. Nice tall posture, feeling your waist. You flood your system with cortisol and adrenaline, and when there's cortisol present in your body in an excessive way, your body ends up increasing the blood glucose, which spikes insulin, which is the hormone that transports glucose out of the blood. And when there's insulin in your system, you cannot burn fat as fuel. So if you think you're doing yourself a favor by being in this really strict, methodical kind of mindset, and always doing your workout, always eating perfectly clean, always going to bed at the same time, all these things, but sacrificing having fun and joy. Let's go in and out corner and try to make that leg really long, straightening behind the knee. Sacrificing fun because of that. You're stressing yourself out, and I tell you what, if you allowed yourself more joy in your life, even eating that dessert every now and then, skipping a workout every now and then to just have fun with your family or your friends, all of those little things actually help your nervous system to relax, decrease cortisol, balance your hormones, and guess what? You feel better, and your body goes into that state where it can actually use fat as fuel. So the consequence of, it's not consequence, what's the word? The benefit of doing that is you naturally are healthier. Your body goes into, let's go back to in front. Wow, my shoulders are burning. We're nearly done, people. Just want to finish this last little bit. So the benefit is that you end up going into a more peaceful, relaxed state, which is your healing state. And your body can heal itself more. It floods your body with endorphins when you are happy. And it actually means that you're able to get to that point of being the healthiest that you've ever been when you're the happiest you've ever been, okay? I promise you, if you try it for just 1 month of not being quite so strict and of choosing joy and trying to push all of those thoughts of having to be perfect, having to be strict, all of those things out of your mind, let's just march in place. Little punches in front. If you do that for 1 month and dance around every now and then, try to have as much fun as you can. Think to yourself, what can I do today that I would really enjoy? And even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes of that in your day because you've got a really busy schedule, just do it. Watch something funny, make yourself laugh, hang out with a friend that you always have a good time with. Whatever it is, find joy as many days per week as you can. Loosen up your grip on your schedule and your diet and your exercise and your food, diet and food, and see how it will transform your attitude, your mood, and just in general your stress levels in 1 month. So that's all I've got for you today. I just thought I'd share that with you because that's what I've been doing. Put that down. Let's just go a little bit faster for the last little bit. Get some extra little steps in. Little tap, tap, taps and little punch, punch, punch across. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I'm basically just sharing with you from what has been working for me. And I would say that now, even though I've been through a really rough time, and I've got to share some more about my story in some more coffee talks, coffee walks, active chats, whatever I've been calling them, because a lot of people would look at me and think, oh, you're so happy and your life must be cruisy. No people, I am speaking from a place of having been through so much stuff in a short period of time and finding ways to keep myself sane through it, finding ways, let's just go in front, to find joy and to uplift my mood and to help myself get into a healing state. And that's all I want to do. I want to share all of that stuff with you guys, and I'm hoping that I can help one of you at least and give you that little bit of motivation to choose yourself, because it's only you in this life. You are your own best friend, you are your advocate, you are the one that's going to stick by your side your entire life, and you're the only one that's going to eventually die by yourself with no one else there. So guess what? Stop living for other people, choose yourself, choose joy. That's all I have for you today. Make sure you submit your custom viewer requests below, and I will come back with a new video very soon to pick out the winners out of that hat. So thank you so much for listening, guys. Minnie loves it too, I'm sure. That's why she's always in here, guys. So even though she just sleeps, there's a reason why she's in here when I'm filming, because she can feel how much I enjoy it and she wants to be around that energy. So I'm sending out all positive vibes to you guys, and I look forward to chatting with you again very soon. Bye for now.